Because I can promise you, and I don't like to make promises, I tell this a lot, but I can promise you this. If there is one person out there, then we'll just say 99.9999999 to the 1,009% of people are not overnight successes. They have to be diligent. They have to be diligent in their work. They have to be diligent in the things that they do to get to where they want to go. Persistency, persistency, persistency. Every day, do something. Do something. It doesn't matter if it's something very small, but do something to take a step forward to chasing your dreams every day. Some days you're going to have a lot bigger things you're going to do, and other days it might be just making a tweet or posting a video or posting a 10-second clip of you saying something or writing one line of code, whatever it is. But every day you should do something. You should be diligent because like investing and like in life, compound interest, it pays off. So you do a little bit today, you do 1% better every day, you're going to have a lot more than if you didn't do that 1% better every day. If you only did it every couple days or once a week. Every day. I keep saying it because it's so true. Like, you have to do the things that are necessary to do to reach where you want to go. You must be diligent. That's the basis, that's the title of this episode, diligence. You have to be diligent. You have to put in that persistent work. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, but I just want to keep it and get it ingrained in your minds that you have to be persistent. It's not just going to come because one day you put out a video, or one day you open up your business, or one day you open up your shop, or one day you go to that meeting, or one day you make that one deadline. That's not going to happen. It's not going to make you the success that you want to be. It's not going to get you to where you want to go. You have to do it day in and day out. Every day, you have to be persistent. Every day, you have to be diligent, right? And you couple that, like the definition says, you couple that with careful, also known as prudence. So when you're prudent, right, we're going to connect the two and connect them at the end, right? We're going to have to talk about all five, but when you connect prudence with diligence, you're working, you're doing the work every single day. And when you're prudent, you know, right, when you're doing that work, you know that, I come to this T in the road, I got to go right, I'm going to go right. And every day you do that work, you are persistent, you are consistent, you're diligent, diligent. You keep putting the time in, you keep putting the work in. And over time, now, the kicker is, when I reach where I want to be, and where you reach where you want to be, and where your friend reaches where they want to be, and your husband or your spouse or your wife reaches where they want to be, it's going to be all different for everybody. And some people never even take that step. You listening to this podcast is already you taking that step, or at least you're thinking about taking that step. Many people don't even take that step in life. The kicker is, everybody's time frame is different. You and your neighbor, you and your brother, you and your sister, you and your spouse, you and your friend, all of you could start at the same time, chasing the exact same dream, and everyone's gonna get there at different times, because life has this crazy thing where it works out at just at the right time. The right time is the time it happens. That's when it was the right time. So in that time of waiting, in that time of not sure, uncertainty of I'm trying to chase my dreams, I want to get to where I want to go, be diligent. Go to work. Because let me tell you this, I don't know about you, but for me, if I am not diligent, if I am not persistent in trying to chase where I want to go, and I don't reach it, I'm still happy. I'm still grateful. Because I put in the time, I put in the work, and guess what? It didn't come to fruition. But I did what I could do, I control what I can control, and it didn't work out, but now I know. But if I don't, here's the thing, if I don't put in that work, if I'm not persistent, if I'm not consistent, if I'm not diligent, and I don't reach it, then that's what you call regret. The what ifs. Well, what if I was diligent? What if I was persistent? What if I did the work? Would I have reached it? But if you do, if you put in that work, if you are persistent, if you are consistent, if you are diligent, and it doesn't work out, at least you know. It also could work out. You could also get to where you want to go. And you will be thankful that you even put in the work. So whether it works out or whether it doesn't, who cares? I don't care, right? If this podcast never gets past 500 listeners per episode, right? That is awesome. I'm grateful for all of them. But if it doesn't ever grow into a bigger podcast, I am grateful because I'm putting the work now and I'm touching people's lives now. And I don't care about where this podcast will go. I am diligent in my work that I'm doing right now. I'm diligent, consistent, and persistent on the work I'm doing right now with this podcast. I don't care if that ends up taking the podcast to the number one in the world, or if it stays exactly where it is, or even if it falls off to one listener. I don't care. I'm grateful for every single one of my listeners, but in that time, I'm going to be persistent in my work through this podcast. I'm going to continue to touch people's lives and put my heart into every single one of these episodes. I want the best for you, and in turn it helps me. But the reason I said that is because that's what I'm trying to chase. I'm trying to do something with my life. But in the time of reaching where I want to be a motivational speaker, touching people's lives, teaching them about motivation and money, I'm also going to be hard at work while I'm waiting, right? Some people, you talk to them about their dreams, their ambitions, they tell you all these great things. I want to have all these nice cars, own a business. But what are they doing today? What are they doing today to reach there?